y'all. I love this so much. Peace from the East, y'all. Peace, peace, peace from the East. It's me, Davon Raymond, and no, I don't have an obsession with saying peace from the East or anything. I just need to make sure that this live stream actually like starts at like the right part. Sometimes you'll start a live stream and then when you rewatch it, it'll start like 15 seconds into actual live stream. Anyway, so I need to make sure that you guys can hear me. Sweet, you can. All right, guys, you saw the title of this video. This, and you saw the thumbnail too. This is the final upload to the Peace from the East YouTube internet presence, everything. The last upload to the podcast. This is the final Peace from the East. Anything I hope that I ever do with respect to weed. Maybe I'll change Peace from the East to be something entirely different, but I do not want to continue doing Peace from the East as, me doing weed stuff because I want to get sober. I genuinely feel in my life that God has pulled me away from weed and wants me to let it go so I can move on to whatever it is that He's guiding me to do in the direction of Him. I really do believe that. And I have known that, geez, one of these days I'm going to have to let weed go because I know that it's having negative impact and all this stuff. One of these days, one of these days, one of these days. I'm not saying that this is what everyone has to do. I'm not saying that this is what you have to do. I'm saying this is what I'm doing because I know in my personal life with my journey with God that there have been times that I felt completely just like, oh my God, God just gave me a perfect example of like communicating, to me in a way that that I'm receptive. So, but yeah, this is still a Piece from the East YouTube upload. So guess what? We are still going to be smoking. I have this blunt where I figured we can say goodbye to a send off. Last night I had a blunt about, a gram, or like 2 nights ago, I had like a maybe a gram blunt. I smoked a couple hits of it, then I flush it down the toilet because I was like, I believe God wants me to stop, and I'm just not doing it, and I do believe He wants me to stop. So whenever I feel this way, and I felt this way, a few months ago, a few years ago, blah blah blah, I know the pushback that I always give it, and now I'm at this point in my life where I want to go with it than to push against it because I really do believe that my sobriety will allow my life to open up. Which is very exciting for me. Now, as you guys can see, for a final send off, we have a nice, beautiful, blunt that we can smoke. So nice. Yeah. But surely we're not going to just smoke this because you guys saw the thumbnail. We're actually going to be smoking the last of my weed. Like I said, I flushed a blunt the other day, 2 nights ago, and then I unfortunately bought more weed. And then after that, I felt bad. And with that weed, I rolled up that, and now I have the rest of the eighth. This is like a 2 gram plus joint or blunt rather. This is a thick boy. Like that is a thick boy. Only a little bit of that. Like I packed it down. This was completely like spilling out, but I packed it down. This is a super blunt. It's a super blunt, and that's how we're going to be ending my weed career is with a super blunt, and I think that's pretty awesome. I also have a Powerade. This is like larger than the ones I normally get, like the skinny ones. So I didn't realize just how sugary this really was. Yeah, just it just drinks like Jello, honestly. But yeah, I'm excited to get this blunt going and to throw away all my weed stuff and to clean up my apartment and just to get my life back in order. If you guys didn't know, this isn't going to be my final upload to the internet. This is my final Piece from the East and weed thing. But you can always follow me, Davon Raymond, on I guess Instagram, but fuck Instagram. And if I ever change my mind about that, well, sorry, future me. But definitely check out the Davon Raymond YouTube channel. Davon Raymond on YouTube. That channel there is where I am going to be uploading, hopefully on a much more consistent basis. I still don't know exactly the content that I want to make, but I know I want to talk. And over there, I'm posting. So it's not like you'll be, without me. You'll just have to be with the version of me that doesn't make weed content. And that has existed this whole time and will continue to. But yeah, this year is some GG4 from Green Harbor Dispensary. And I guess this is from Middleborough, Massachusetts. Weed has been such a thing in my life for so long. And the times that I take it out of my life, I genuinely feel great. I can look back at older videos on the Davon Raymond channel where I've talked about sobriety and how I feel and where my head is at, and God as well. And one thing, I really old upload, but one thing about me smoking, and this was something that actually, something happened earlier today that kind of shocked me a little bit, but when I'm sober, I dream, and when I'm smoking weed on a regular basis, I don't dream. Or if I dream, I don't recall any of it. Um, and today, it was an interesting day. Check out the Dave on Raven YouTube channel and you'll see what had happened. But today was an interesting day. And I had a time where the middle of the day I was sleeping in this bed that I'm sitting on, and I was dreaming. And I was dreaming of like being chased by previous anxieties I've had in my life, and previous sources of anxiety, particular people, whatever. And that was just a uncomfortable situation. But it was a dream during which I was almost aware enough to see what's going on, not so much to change the outcome, I don't think. Maybe like a lucid dream, but I was definitely viewing it. And when I woke up, I was like, I was dreaming. Oh shit. And I'm over here thinking like I want to get sober again, and knowing that that's when my dreams come back, it definitely kind of felt like, oh shit, I had a dream. Um, so I don't know. I didn't like the type of dream that it was. It was an anxiety driven dream. It really was. Um, it was not enjoyable by any stretch. It was uncomfortable and scary. But I woke up and the feeling of having a dream again was like so confirming, like making me feel good, because I'm like, yes, okay, I do believe that I do need to get sober again. I do believe in so doing I will open up, God will smile on me and so on. So I'm excited about that. And let's celebrate sobriety by finishing the last of my weed in this super blunt. Cheers. There's some heat coming off of that cherry, folks. And damn, look at that cherry. It is a cigar, folks. This is OD. Look at that cherry, bro. Wow, that's the first time. 1 second. Wow. Sorry about the beeping, guys. That is the first time that has ever happened. That is, we're getting so many just feelings, and so many things are happening today. It's insane. I'm so sorry about that beeping. I can't believe that. I have smoked, as you guys have seen, in this uh situation. Like, I've cooked in my apartment and barely anything, or you have the steam going from the shower and my smoke detector's going off. I roll up a super blunt, and I've smoked blunts and blunts and two blunts, joints, pre rolls that fucking reek like a bitch. And then in the final time where I'm saying I want to get sober and stop smoking, now in a super blunt, now this fucking smoke detector's going on. Wow. It's never gone off ever, ever, ever. And it is right now. It's never gone off for me smoking. Never. That's insane. Well, we'll have to chalk that up to the very beginning was straight tobacco. So maybe that. But that's insane. Check out the cherry, folks. So there's no reason to hide. If you guys didn't know, in my Davon Raymond YouTube channel, earlier today I uploaded the fact that I quit my job at Dunkin' Donuts, and I explained why. I have felt compelled to want to quit um, ever since I got the job. I've been praying and asking God about it a lot lately, but certainly over the past few weeks, randomly it would pop in my head, and I would just be like, God, like, am I supposed to be doing this job? I feel like I should not be. I feel like I should be doing something else, blah, blah, blah. And I feel the same way going back and forth on sobriety. And I feel that's kind of like a lot. I sell my car because it breaks down, has trouble. You know, I am now more frequently in my heart and head thinking about leaving this job because of the just massive levels of and frequency of doubt and feeling like I did not belong there. Um, Not that anyone did anything to make me feel like I did not belong. It was that I felt like I was reliving my life. Like, oh, yep, I've worked Dunkin' before. What am I just gonna relive the same lifestyle and live the same life? Period. And is this supposed to be fulfilling, or like what is this? This doesn't feel like heaven, and everything is provided for, everything is good, but I feel like I don't belong there, and that's not that I don't want to live the life where I feel like, well, I have everything I need more or less, but I'm just very unhappy with the job itself, in particular aspects of the job. So, and the fact that within my heart and soul, I constantly am feeling like I belong elsewhere. I feel like I had a confirmation. I've been asking for signs every day, but I feel like I had a confirmation today where it was just like, yeah, pretty much. There you go. Like, here's your answer. Your feelings are definitely validated, and I have other, other for you. So just trust that I have you, and that's what I'm trusting, that Jesus has me. So, and I trust that they want me to be sober as well, and I know that that will open me up to other potential job opportunities, having cannabis. Maybe I could work in the government somewhere, but you get where I don't want to say that my plan is God's plan. I'm just asking for confirmation, knowing deep down certain things I feel compelled to do, other things I don't. And some of those things I do feel like are coming from God. I really do. And I do mean Jesus. I do mean I'm a Christian. I don't mean the universe and all that. When people talk about the universe, they forget that God created the universe, and they're giving all this praise to, you know, and if you're not Christian, then you're going to say whatever. But if you are, to confuse the creation with the creator is no bueno in my book, because you're not realizing that you're saying, wow, God's so great. He made this basketball or whatever. It's like, well, you rather it's God is so great, he made this basketball, instead of like, yeah, this basketball is the dopest thing since sliced bread. I guess my brain is not really making the best analogies or metaphors right now, but you get the point of confusing the creator with the creation, because the creation would not exist if it weren't for the creator. The creation is an expression of the creator, and the credit goes to the creator, And that's why I get a little bit, you know, like, really, when people are like, and the universe blessed me? What are you talking about? Like, no, it didn't. Blessings are from God. Um, and God is not the universe, He made the universe. So that's all I have to say there. Let's get this blunt going. I don't really have anything too crazy to say. I do want to say rest in peace to Paul Token. Paul is a YouTuber. He did pass. He made content on the Token GLX YouTube channel for a long time. And his content is like 12 plus 13 years old, 14 years old, something like that. Really old in the YouTube space anyway. And we believe that you can infer that he passed from heart problems or whatever, but I just don't want to go by way of, I guess, of Paul, where I die from health issues, and I don't know. I mean, maybe he did accomplish everything he wanted, but I believe, was in his 30s, and he dies after making years of, cannabis content. And I've seen videos of people, maybe they're not true, but they say that cannabis can increase the rate of heart something trouble, maybe in those who have existing conditions. And Paul did say in one of his videos that, this was not smoking related, his heart trouble. Nevertheless, it is something to consider. Smoking weed can have so many effects on you, not just if you have pre-existing conditions you may not be aware of, but maybe his smoking, as much as he did the dabs and all that on a regular basis, maybe that lifestyle didn't help him in the long run. I don't know what other health choices he was making, and this is not to talk shit about someone who I've loved for years and would love to have met, but I feel like I have over the internet, watching basically every video he's ever made. So, but I do wonder, genuinely, had he lived a different lifestyle, would he still have met? And again, we're just inferring, but would he still have met that dying in his early or mid or late 30s? I don't know. I pray that I live to tell the tale of my own tale. And I do fear and know of the troubles of cannabis. I do fear that I will waste more life, more potential, more time in my giving into this demanding habit that truly does take away from your potential in many ways. I mean, just money alone to smoke weed is very expensive. To be a stoner is very expensive. When you are a stoner and you think about the amount of money that you have spent on weed, maybe even in just the past, couple days, maybe the past day. I mean, I've spent hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars in the past couple of months. And that's just insane, you know? Um, I mean, truly, I probably canceled out several paychecks, just in smoking. And the amount of money just in like the fast food coupled with it or whatever, and then that body pain that brings because I have an autoimmune disease, ankylosing spondylitis. It just gets a little bit like, you know, one bad habit piles on top of another, piles on top of another, and that has a chaining, grouping, exponential effect on your daily life. And I can't afford to waste my life in things that not only do I feel compelled to leave, but I should be smart enough, knowing the negatives, to leave it alone because I value myself and my future. And I see it as an anchor. I know it is. So, this blunt getting hard to hit, so thick. But, yeah, I've had good times with weed friends. It's mainly the good times was because, it was weed plus something. And that something I likely would have enjoyed anyway. Friends, music, travel, live events, all those things are enjoyable. And, weed coupled with it is an experience, obviously. But I think it's very easy for me to let weed worm itself into every thing, you know, um, work, um, relationships, friendships. When I'm listening, I never used to do this when I would listen to like a preacher or something on YouTube. I would never smoke during. Now I'll kind of have it in the background. And it's just kind of weird, It's just kind of like, not really something I want to be doing. I don't like mixing weed or even like porn, with having, because if I was like watching porn, I might have YouTube going in the background. If I had like, a fucking sermon going, it would just, obviously that's terrible, but it just felt like, and it was kind of nice because it would like cancel out. But all right, I'm not going to watch this porn anymore. And I'm going to listen to this sermon because why am I turning to this, So there's so many things, and I know so many of us, do that, but yeah, there's just so many things that I know that are taking away from my life. Uh, be them sins, be them poor habits, um, and I cannot continue that lifestyle. I do not want to do that. I really want to focus on being healthy and getting a good relationship with God, and hopefully having a nice lifestyle, and I can do the things that God wants me to do and the things that maybe I can get a couple of digs in there too. You know, I like to surf. Hopefully, I can surf while also serving God. And that's really what I have, to say on that. This is such a big cherry, I'm telling you. Like the dryness, it gets me so quick. And this jello drink, not really helping. Yeah. So I've stopped watching anime and I would like to get back into watching it. Sometimes I feel like I'm just, I don't know, in such a rut for finding something to watch. I've been watching Bob's Burgers right now. I have a tab open for season 11 and I've been enjoying it. I like Bob's Burgers. I've seen Bob's Burgers just like I've seen, Family Guy, just like I've seen many other shows. Have I watched all of Bob's Burgers? No. Have I watched all of One Piece? Certainly not. Um, I think I just got so bored. I got up to like, I don't know, six, seven, 800 episodes. Maybe I got up to the thousand. I can't remember. I got up to, near 800 episodes or something, give or take one or 200, um, which is a lot, but it can feel that way. I got beyond the, what is the arc where it's the island dam? I can't remember now, but it's Doflamingo's island. What the hell is it called? Damn. What is it called? Let's see. Flamingo arc. Dang. What is it? I can't remember. Um, it's like pink dress. Oh, yes. Wow, yeah. Dressrosa. That's so funny. That's so funny. That's so funny. My brain is like, it's like pink dress something. Why did Dressrosa? That's so funny. That's so funny. Anyway, so yeah. Um, I think I got just beyond the Dressrosa arc. Something else happens underwater, right? Or something. I can't remember now. Um, there's so many arcs in One Piece where I just feel like I wish I was watching this as it was coming out. Be- because now it's just arcs on top of arcs on top of arcs that some of them are very compelling, interesting. You want to see more. Some of them are like I'm sorry, but the Foxy arc, I skipped so many episodes. The Foxy, I like some of the boxing when Luffy got his afro, like that was cool, but the Foxy boxing, it was just such a boring, like the Foxy Pirates, such a boring arc. I'm sorry, it was so stupid. I felt like this is not worth me binging. So I skipped a good amount of episodes, but I still watched some throughout the arc. But yeah, there's like so much of that within One Piece that I just feel like I don't want to binge to catch up another however many episodes. Like I'm tired. So yeah, I kind of want to do some more segmented stuff on my YouTube channel, the Davon Raymond YouTube channel. Now, am I going to? I have no idea. I really want to put together like some type of plan or, try to do some newer thing because otherwise, I really do feel like my YouTube is just going to remain exactly where it is. Me uploading random things, and that's not exactly consistent. And who wants to subscribe to something that you don't really know what you're looking at? You don't know what you're getting. And I don't. I understand why my channel is not doing great because I'm not offering any type of consistency now. Certain videos, one-offs are good videos, I feel, and they do catch some views, and that's cool. But a lot of them really are kind of like, like what is this college level? Not very good. Like lower than I say college level, but it's like high school level YouTube. Like what is this? So we're gonna work on that. I want to work on my presence on YouTube, make it cleaner, make it nicer. I like this background, and I'm gonna keep it for the other channel. But yeah, I just feel like there's more I can do. I can uploading daily. I don't know about that, but now that I'm not working, I kind of can do that. Right? I have no excuse. I'm gonna be applying, by the way, applying to different jobs and just getting sober. I'm gonna be applying for jobs that I know will likely require a P test and all that. And getting a job like that I know will pay more, that will take my time, consume my time, will allow me to stay sober, and then I can just, you know, make the changes in my life that are appropriate as time goes on. I think it is time for me to have a job that pays more money, and I think it's time for me to have a job that, if I need to be sober, I will. I think it's totally worth it, and I really I there's things I'd like to do in life, but never mind that, I do feel in general compelled to do. That's just my brain going off of, what I like. That was just part 2. Part 1 is trying to trust in God and trust that after weeks and after my initial feeling and after so many just rounds and rounds of God, like, what do I do? What do I do? Finally feeling the confirmation to do what I felt I needed. Um, and it wasn't just a fleeting feeling, it was something that was recurring for a long time. So I just got to the point where I said, you know what, all right, God, please. And he gave me the confirmation that was clear to me. And I just knew I had to act. So I did. Um, and again, my brain just kind of goes, yeah, now I have a nice opportunity to really get resharpen my will to believe in God and to give my all to something, because I have responsibilities to take care of, point blank, period, and no matter what I feel I want to do, feel compelled to do, um, you know, I still need to show God, like, hey, I'm trying, like, please work with me. I am trying, you worked with me by showing me that, validating my feelings, and I'm hopefully, I'm working back with you by showing that, you know, I'm going to push and to look, and I'm going to look, and I'm going to look. And I hope that I find you, and you are there with a job for me, and, or a way to pay and provide for life. So I know that, everything is going to be fine. That's why I'm chilling. I'm over here, no job, no anything. I said this in the video, but I will have a job. I will have a car again. I will have a different apartment, and I keep saying I will leave Rhode Island. I feel like I am, though. There's no exact clear destination. My brain does keep thinking Montreal for some reason, though I don't know, because I want to not be in the cold. But I don't know. My brain keeps saying that. I just, I don't know. Wherever I'm gonna go, I know, I just feel that I'm not going to be here forever. So same thing as I felt with, so many things in my life, and they're no longer in my life. I'm no longer there. It's the same feeling that I feel now, is that I'm not going to be here, yes, on the planet forever, but I'm not going to be in this situation forever. And I really do think God is the washing machine that, takes us, massages, washes, and when we come out, still have to dry, but in that drying period, we are appreciating the washing, And right now, I feel like I'm in the washing. I feel like I am on my way to drying and being a nice, clean me, in order, to just, well, and then I can take on the world. So I'm excited about my future. I don't even know what to say aside from I wish luck to everyone, because I know that if you do what I'm doing, and I feel that it's worth doing this to pursue God, to pursue Jesus, that you will be led. You'll be led to something beautiful and amazing. So I really do encourage you guys. If you think that that's junk, I really do encourage you guys, follow the Davon Raymond YouTube channel. Whenever you watch this, if you're watching this years into the future, it's 2024 right now. If you're watching this months, years, weeks, days into the future, check that channel and see. Because I'm trying to be open over there. I'm trying to share what's going on with life. And right now, you guys know my situation. I've got rent that, rent's due, you know what I mean, every month. Um, Basically, no savings, you know what I'm saying? Car is gone, and I quit my job. So you may think, okay, this guy is going to be homeless very quickly, but I truly believe that I'm going to be a okay. So, guys, check out the channel and you see where I'm at. Maybe I'm living out of a shopping cart, or maybe, just maybe, God really did come through for me and save me. And I already know that He's doing that. So, just foreshadowing the good. Truly, I'm excited for the future. And with that, I do want to finish this out, but I don't think there's any way I could possibly do it on camera with you guys. This is huge, and my throat will just die doing it in this enclosed space. So I think I'm going to go for a walk and puff on this a little bit, probably stomp it out, and say love, say adios. How do you say goodbye? Au revoir, au revoir, to the Sabuк, to the blunt. Yeah, it'll be nice. That's one of the things that I could say that I appreciate more than any other type of smoking is smoking outdoors. Getting that fresh air along with your blunt definitely feels like nice. So, blunts down, guys. I wish you luck with everything. Please do have goals, make some goals. It doesn't have to be sobriety, though it could help. It doesn't have to be, God, though He would help. It doesn't have to be, you know, getting anything that I've done or whatever, but just having a goal. Like, I don't have a degree, but sometimes it comes in my head where, maybe I could try to go to get one, you know? I've always given up on school whenever weed got involved or a relationship got, was there. I always just stepped away from it. And it makes me sad because, you know, there are things that I really do care about and feel that I want to study. I mean, there were times where I wanted to be, I mean, I still like the idea of like astrobiology. I think that's pretty cool. Um, but in general, like the not so much conservation, but I don't know. There's probably a sweet spot between like conservation and like field tech and wildlife biologist and there's got to be something in there that I can land that I will actually like. Um, I don't know exactly what that would be. I mean, park ranger, all of these different things, but when I'm consistently stoned, when I'm consistently high, there's an effect. There's a constant presence of something in your life that has a permanent effect so long as it's present. And I wonder how I will be going into my 30s. I'm 28, but imagine if I was 29, a year sober, and was able to just take on different challenges. I'm not saying that I want to be a park ranger necessarily, or a law enforcement dude or whatever, but just think about that. Just think about whatever it is that is inaccessible as a result of your lifestyle. Imagine that you change your lifestyle and now so many more doors open mentally. You see yourself differently, you see the world differently. Um, your life is different because your expenses, your, maybe you have more money left over at the end of the week, whatever. That gives you more confidence in general. Maybe you have more confidence to travel, try new things, new experiences, change your perspective, make you want to move here, new job chances, whatever. And this is all things that I've known to be true. And I wish this for everyone. And every time I think about getting sober again, I think about the same exact things, that I just feel bad for me, but I feel bad for not me, but the versions of me that exist out there, the versions of me that are like smoking, and or whatever it is that they are fixed on, that is just takes their fucking, no matter what, it's their companion, no matter what, no matter how much money, no matter what, it's their companion. Like, that is not good. It's not good. That should be Jesus. And I'm learning that should be Jesus, and I need to work on that, absolutely. But yes, that constant expense, that constant dulling of your whatever, definitely feels just not great. So, but in the long run, because whenever I'm sober, I always think so optimistically about my future. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna skyrocket out of here, into whatever I'm supposed to be doing. Um, and that's what I need to be doing now, is to be sober. And I'm so excited for it, because when I got sober, I was able to really get the gears going for me to move to Rhode Island, and that was a nice, strong challenge. And I'm so happy I was able to do that. But now, being in the weeds, I've completely fallen, into this space of just having to completely just sit there and look at my hands are completely empty, and I have to like accept it's time to beg and pray to God for some direction, and to trust and believe that He's there when I am praying, and to trust and believe that He is listening when I am begging, please, and He is shown in ways that make, sometimes makes you want to tear up. You're like, oh my God. So I'm excited about the future. Davon Raymond on YouTube. Be sure to check it out. And again, please have some goals for yourself, set them, and change them all the time if you want, but just at least try to have something that you're thinking about, something that you're working towards. And there are things in my mind now I want to work towards. Maybe in the future I'll have a degree. Maybe in the future I will be living in a new country. Maybe in the future I will own a home, which would be amazing. And I guess beyond that, family, like kids and stuff, that would be cool. But I'm just I'm excited about the future, and I know sobriety for me is the key. So, Davon Raymond on YouTube, be sure to check it out. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all the support in watching this channel and having, a companionship in that way with me. That has been fun, and I will be seeing you over on the other YouTube channel. And if you only want to watch these videos, hey, rewatch them. They're here for you. All right, I'm out of here. This has been so fun. I'm going to go outside and enjoy that with some music, come back into my apartment, and really either relax or, look into some goals, some goal setting. I think it'll be nice. All right. Peace from the East for the final time.